Okay, I hope this works. All right. I was on number 7, but I think before it died. I'll do number 8 because number 7 I got most of it halfway done. Number 8, I'll explain it. The sum of two numbers. So writing the problem, the sum of two numbers is x plus y. For sum of two numbers is equal to 48. The greater of the number, the greater number is 6 more than 5 times the smaller number, because they're using the bigger number, the greater number, or the smaller number. You have to look at this and say which one is the greater number. So you can have to define a variable. X, you always define a variable when you write a variable. X represents the greater number. Okay, and then y then must represent the smaller number. Okay, and then you go, okay, right? Then let's read this. The greater number, here's the greater number, x, is equal 6 more than flip. So more is plus 6. 5 times the smaller number. The smaller number is y. So this goes there, 5y. Okay? So find the numbers. So here's your equation right there. That's your problem. X equals 5y plus 6. Because this has x equals, and x and y are not together, do not use elimination, use substitution. That means take that one, take this problem, put this for this letter x in this problem. So for x here, pretend it's not there. Okay, pretend it's not there. Substitute that with this whole thing. So 5y plus 6 plus that y equals to 48. Combine these that are alike. You get 6y plus 6 equals to 48. You minus 6 minus 6. I'm going to do the rest of the problem here. 6y equals to 42. Divide by 6, divide by 6. Y is 7. So the smaller number is 7. Therefore, the greater number is, okay, let's put the 7 back into that problem. 5 times 7 plus 6, 41. So is 41. So 7 plus 41, the sum of the two numbers, is 48. It's correct. That's how you check it. So you do that on the first one. So, okay, I hope you guys remember how to do this. Remember, if you get this problem here on the test, if you draw your line of best fit, make sure it's in the middle of all the dots. Okay. You don't know the y-intercept, so you have to use point slope. Make sure you pick points that are on the line. This in itself is worth 10 points. And then the other rest, drawing your line of best fit, is 10 points. The other work is the other 10 points. So you find, let's say we do this one. This one's already there, so there's no y-intercept. Okay, some of you insisting here, and I'd probably choose here. That's 100, 100, right? So 100, 100 is x sub 1, y sub 1. This one, 400, 600 is x sub 2, y sub 2. Okay? Point slope. Y minus y sub 1 equals to m parentheses x minus x sub 1, because there's no y-intercept. You cannot use slope-intercept form. So y minus y sub 1, 100 equals to m, we don't know yet, x minus x sub 1. We can find m, which is the rate of change. Y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Y sub 2, 600 minus 100 over 400 minus 100. So 500 over 300. So it's basically 5 over 3. So the rate of change is 5 over 3. X sub 1 is 100 here. Okay, multiply, so you get 5 over 3x minus 500 over 3, which is, okay, 500 divided by that. Let me get a calculator. 500 divided by 3 equals some repeating number, 166. Okay, and 6 repeating, 0.6 repeating is 6, it would be 10th place, 6 over 10, but because it's repeating, you minus 10 minus 1, 6 over 9, which is reduced to 2 over 3. So 2 over 3. Or if you want to divide to make sure, you can divide 500 by 3, goes into 166, because it says so here, 166, right? That's 320618, 206, so 0.18, remainder 2, so you have a remainder 2 over this 3, remainder the 2 over the 3, you see? We have remainder 2 over the denominator 3. You can do it that way. You'll run out of room. I don't know, do it on the side, do it on the graph, maybe do it start from up here so you have enough room somewhere. Mine goes further down. So equals to y plus a negative 100, right? Add 100, add 100, you get negative 66 2/3. Okay, 5 over 3x, y equals that. Makes sense, yeah. It's about right there. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so you do this. This will be your own dots. You may not use mine because that's not your line. Draw your own lines. Here, my only worry is this problem at the bottom. You'll have a problem like this again on this test. Okay, where you're graphing this. This is exactly like your test, right? Your quiz time, I took your quiz and copy and paste it here, times in minutes and points. Okay. Your test will have another problem like this. Your biggest number is 40. So this is, I think, up to 20, right? So we'll do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. All right, fits perfect by 2s. Okay, this here, you need to count by, same thing, by 2 because your largest number is 38. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 4, 36, 40. Eight and 6. First one, 20 and 16. 20 and 16. If you number it by anything but 2s, I don't know. Some of you number some by some weird stuff. I'm going to have to start taking off points for not having common sense. 40 and 38. It makes it hard for me to grade. 12 and 9. 12 and 9. 18 and 1. 30 and 32. 22 and 15. 26 and 20. Okay, let's draw the line of best fit. Most likely this one is an outlier. So line of best fit. In the middle of all of them. All right. Some of you are drawing your line of best fit like this. If that's the case, if you're going to draw your line of best fit like this, okay, these are outliers, guys. Okay, so you have to identify 3 points as outliers. I don't like that because your line of best fit is probably in between all these. It doesn't need to connect to any of the dots. I need to start. If you do that, I'm going to start taking off points. The line of best fit's not making. It's not in the middle. But if you did like the other one, you need to identify 3 points as an outlier, not 1, which you guys didn't do a good. Okay, so draw a line of best fit, write a collinear equation, define the variables. Okay, they're asking you to define the variables. X is time in minutes. I'll put it here. Put it right here. I'll draw an arrow because you guys have a hard time figuring out where these go. So X equals to time in minutes. Y is points. Notice points. This is the Y line. This is the X line. All right. I'm going to pick 2 of my points. You pick 2 of yours. So, because a lot of you, I got 4, 8. Maybe I need to do this so you know what to do. 12, 14. Okay, x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. Okay, so you get 14 minus 8 over 12 minus 4. That's 6 over 8, right? Yeah. You get 3 over 4. That's your rate of change. Slope, same thing, right? So you get y minus y sub 1 equals to m, point slope. We start out with point slope. Y minus y sub 1, which is 8. M is 3 over 4, parentheses, x minus x sub 1 is 4. Okay? Distributive property. 3 over 4x, additive inverse, plus a negative 3. Cross cancel, right? Equals to y minus 8, add 8, add 8. Y equals 3 over 4x plus 5. Let me see if this answer is reasonable based on the y-intercept. Hey, that could be 5. Yep, it is reasonable. Now, I can tell you this. It is not reasonable to have a y-intercept of 0 minutes and you've made 5 points. That is not reasonable. Okay. What is the y-intercept? Y-intercept. The y-intercept is 5, which means in 0 minutes, the person made 5 points. Not possible. But based on a graph, we're just explaining what it may mean, but not humanly possible. Rate of change is 3 points. Y is your 3. This is Y2 for every 4 minutes. Rate of change (3 over 4) means 3 points for every 4 minutes. Now, just knowing this, you don't have to do this. The better graph would be, just knowing what my thing came out, would be that. And have 3 outliers, because you can't make 5 points in 0 minutes. Not possible, that's all. Write a linear equation that would create no solution. No solution means the rate of change. Explain how you know it's no solution. It's the same. So y equals to 3 over 4x plus 100. Or it's no solution because the rate of change is different. The same. Sorry, rate of change is the, because slope is the same. And the y-intercept are different. Only about 3 people that can't identify slope and y-intercept any. Actually, more than that today. Is different. finish it in a complete sentence. I wrote too big, sorry. Okay, you guys should know how to do these by now. If not, see me. Most of you know how to get rid of the 10. Multiply all this by 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 to get rid of the denominator, right? Leave this untouched. 40h minus 1. The other one is 1 plus 120h. Cross cancel. Negative 1. Negative 100. Cross cancel. 2. 8h. Right. And then you finish the rest. Okay. Let's see if there's any one that you may. Oh, this one here, you need to make it improper first. 6 plus 11 over 6 negative m plus 6, 2 over 3rd, 4m. And then you have to get rid of the fraction by multiplying it all by 6. Least common denominator, right? Plus 4 equals to negative 11m plus 36. Then finish the rest. One solution. I think both of these are one solution. This looks like no solution on number 4. This one on the last one here. Okay, this one here. Where will the graph meet? Obviously, they're going to meet. You have to use substitution. So first write the equation in y equals mx plus b, because the reason why we can use the shortcut is because there's a y-intercept, b. So this is y equals, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. B is 6, plus the rate of change is, I always use the positive side, down 1 over 2. Down 1 over 2. And bring down the x. So, and the other one is, that's the y-intercept. So, y equals to, how about right here, y equals to, that's b here is a negative 2. Rate of change is, right, up 1 over 2. Up 1 over 2. Bring down the x. Okay, so, the substitution. Substitute this for the letter y. So you get 1/2 x minus 2 equals negative 1/2 x plus 6. You add 1/2 x, 2 over 2, which is 1x, right? Minus 2 equals to 6. Add 2, add 2. You get 1x equals to 8. And then divide last by 1. X equals to 8. So they're going to meet at 8 something. Okay, so 8 something. Let's find out what that other number is by using the 8. And take this 8, put it back right in where x is. So you need to find out what y is, right? So negative 1/2 times 8 plus 6. Cross cancel. That's 4. That's a negative 4 plus 6. You get 2 as an answer. 2. So they meet at 8, 2. That makes sense. Somewhere here is 8, 2. Right? And that makes sense. Okay. Write the linear equation for the graph. Again, it's y equals to mx plus b, because you have the y-intercept. This one here, because I'm not sure of the y-intercept. Not sure if this is a 1 or not. So I have to use point slope, okay? If you're not definite, you have to use point slope. There is no y-intercept, we use point slope. There is no y-intercept, we use point slope. When there is a y-intercept, then that's definite. Then you can use slope-intercept. slope-intercept. Y equals, because the slope-intercept is -5. Bring down the x. We need to find m right there. 1 down 1 over 3. Down 1 over 3. So the equation is y equals to -1/3 x minus 5. Right, the cleaner, no solution. No solution, explain. You guys know. Oh, this means no solution. Okay. No. So we know that y equals -1/3 x plus, oh, it says to graph b, so plus 0. So we don't have to, or plus 0 is just like that, right? You don't have to write that. Is no solution because slope's different, slope's the same. Don't tell me slope is different, guys. Rate of change is the same right here. And y-intercept is different. Okay, so I hope you guys know how to do this one here. We've done a lot of these. So this is 0.08 on that, okay? Don't put 0.8. If there's only one, you add that 0 there. 0.60, 0.32. Okay, multiply that by, let's see how many calories. 3,000 below chart, the girls' soccer team meals. They all eat together and they have consumed 3,000 calories a day times 3,000 times 3,000 with specific foods. Okay. Below is the list of food with calories for each serving and the percentages. Okay, multiply, you get this, you get 2,400, 240. This you get 1800, most likely, right? And this one you get 960, I hope. Add it together. I'm doing this in my head, so don't ask me for a free homework pass on this one. I'm not giving it. No, just kidding. I think I'm right, though. 600 is 3. 240 is 4. Yeah, 4. So 2 bananas. Each girls get 2 bananas. 3 servings of meat, which is, this is in ounces. So because it's 3 of them, so times 6 is 18 ounces a day. That's a lot of meat. More than a pound, guys. Pound and 6 ounces. 4 bottles of lemonade. Okay, let's see. I'm going to write this at the bottom. 18 ounces. Okay. So it gives me more room to do work. If you had 6 girls, this is for 1 girls. One box had 90 bananas. Second box has this many ounces of meat. This many bottle of Gatorade. So 6 girls. So we need times 6. We need 12 of these. Times 6. You need 42. 48, I mean. Right? Oh, 48 carried to 4. 64108 ounces, and times 6 is 24. Okay, to feed for 8 days. 8 days times by 8, right? Girls, 8 days. Oh gosh, 16 carried to 1, 96 times 8. Okay, you guys finish this and see if they have enough. Eesh. This is what they need here. This is what they have. So the girls need, tell me how many bananas, how many ounces of meat, and how many bottles of lemonade. Therefore, we have enough or not enough of. Is there too much? Do we need to return the meat? Is there enough bananas? Is there enough bottles of lemonade? We need to explain that. And that's the end of this, right? Hope this helps. Takes